Uh-oh. What's going on with dumb shit back here? Yeah, I almost had a real bad mistake, but you can hear it run. I think that's the quietest this Jeep's ever been. Stay tuned. All right, I got a mess going on here, but I'm going to try to get a video. I wasn't planning on it, but I'm going to try to show you what this oil looks like that I'm getting out of dumb shit. Give me just a second. All right, I'm trying to do this one-handed and get it all in video, but look at this oil coming out of the jug here, out of the pan. I've seen that kind of thing on, Instagram and Facebook, like a joke, mechanic memes, Well, apparently it can really happen. All right, so a little backstory here. The other day I went to drive my Jeep to work. It's been sitting for probably 2 months. Battery was dead, tire was flat, and I thought, you know what, before I do anything, let's check the oil. It's probably a little low, and it was about a quart low. So I grabbed a bottle of this off my counter in the garage, thinking I'll just, top it off a little bit. Went to dump it in, and I saw right away that this was not what's inside of here. It was CLR, calcium line rust remover. I use it to flush out the heater core in my Ram before winter. So panicked, pulled it out. I never did start it, so that was one thing. But I let it sit for a day or two, and then I had to get the oil. So I changed the oil in it. But all I did was I drained the old oil with the CLR in it, put in fresh and a new filter, and when I started it, it was knocking like hell, just banging away. So I only let it run long enough to back it out. I thought maybe it would come out of it, no, not at all. But apparently when you mix CLR with oil, and I did put a bottle of this in the new oil, it turns to applesauce. It's thick as can be. I pulled the drain plug to pull that bad oil out, and it looked like applesauce coming out until it stopped and it wasn't draining anymore. I had to drop the pan to dump it out to get that crap out of there. It was that thick and nasty. So then pulled off the new oil filter that's now full of gunk, flushed all it out, flushed it. So I put in, it was an older gallon of used motor oil, about a quarter of a quart of transmission fluid, a little bit of seafoam, and to kind of flush it. Started it up, and this thing's never been so quiet. No top end noise, nothing. Purred like a kitten. So I let it run for a few minutes. Now I'm getting ready to change that oil out and put in fresh, and kind of evaluate the filter. I've got 2 filters. I've got 2 sets of oil. So we'll see. Hopefully I didn't ruin the Jeep. I guess if I did, though, it would jumpstart my V8 swap, wouldn't it? So that's where we're at with dumb shit. Poor guy.